family and friends.
Aunt Liz TV!
She's a magician in the kitchen.
Aunt Liz TV!
Watch it on Mondays and Thursdays.
Aunt Liz TV!
Cooking yummy foods and
Hey everybody, welcome to Yummy Monday. You'll notice today we're in another new setting. Today we are in the home of Taste Tester's mom and dad, and we are sitting at their table ready to make this really cool craft. Now this is really easy, it's beautiful, but it makes a great gift. So since Christmas is almost here, I thought this would be a great way to make some handmade Christmas gifts. So we have a beautiful helper with us today, and she's going to show us our materials. What we're using is just some fleece from the craft store. So why don't you show us the other side? You can see it, it's beautiful pink cupcakes. You don't like cupcakes, do you? A little bit, just a little bit like cupcakes. Okay, so go ahead and we'll fold this back down. Now you'll notice that we've started this already, and this is a really simple project. What you're going to do is take one piece of fleece, and you're going to take the second piece of fleece and just lay one right on top of the other. Would you smooth that down for me a little bit? I kind of wrinkled it. Thank you. Okay, so once we've got our fleece laid down one on top of the other, what you're going to do, you'll probably need an adult assistant to help you with this because you have to use scissors. Nice job. And what you're going to do is take the corners. Let's flip this here so I can demonstrate how we did the corners. We've already started this, as you can see. Okay, so you're going to ask your adult assistant to take their scissors, and they're going to make a cut on the corner that's between 4 and 6 inches. Okay, and you're left with this. You can use this for whatever you want. So I'm going to do the same thing on this side. Cut this out. And then the next thing you're going to do, and here, let's turn this. Well, I'll cut these fringes first. You're going to cut fringes. So, and you're going to be sure you hold both pieces of fleece in your hand and just make your cuts. Does that look like about 2 inches to you? That's to me too. Okay. So we just make some cuts, and you can make as many cuts as you want, because what we're going to do next is actually tie knots and make knots on our blanket, and that's what is going to keep this together. Now the nice thing about this kind of blanket is that you don't need a sewing machine, so this is something that you could do fairly simply. Okay, so I'm going to cut here. Why don't you go ahead and demonstrate how to tie the knots? Why don't you tell us what you're doing? You took the bottom piece first, and then you brought it up and tied a knot with this top pink piece. And it's very simple. It doesn't take very long at all. And then you're left with this beautiful fringy edge that you have a reversible blanket. So we're going to go ahead and finish this up, and we'll be back in just a minute to show you our finished product. Okay, we are almost finished, as you can tell. My helper here is an amazing tyer of these things. We have a lot of knots to tie, and she has done an awesome job. So we're almost finished. We have just a couple more. Now one thing I forgot to mention is that after you wash this, and you can just throw it in with your towel, this blanket will keep getting softer and softer every time you wash it. It'll be almost as soft as a baby's blanket. Well, actually, it's pretty soft now, don't you think? I think it's really soft. And the nice thing, you can get pretty much any kind of fleece that, oh, here's one we didn't tie. Any kind of fleece you want. So you can't see him, but we have a guest videographer today, and he's a huge Star Wars fan. And while we were finishing this up, he suggested that you can make a Star Wars blanket, which I think is a great idea. So, here's another one. See, you have to be sure that you actually get them all tied. Sometimes they sneak up on you and they're not tied. Okay. We got them all tied? You have any loose ones there? Okay, you ready to demonstrate? Need help? Ah. Is that just the comfiest, warmest blanket ever? And you made it. That's awesome. So, go to the craft store and get some fleece, make your own blankets, and I want to see pictures of your creations because I know you guys are going to make some gorgeous blankets. See you next time.
Bring your family and friends.
Aunt Liz TV!
She's a magician in the kitchen.
Aunt Liz TV!
Watch it on Mondays and Thursdays.